Welcome back. It's another video. This is a follow-up on the LVL beam that I put in the ceiling. See it? Wait a minute, that was just the light. This right here, this corner was, well, not quite the corner. This was a wall. So right there you can see a stripe in the floor where the floor has been repaired. This used to be a load-bearing wall. Came right up here, and it was in that ceiling part right there. If we go around here, 19 feet. Sorry about the no metric for everybody in the normal world, but here in the US, we're still stuck on feet. Come over this way, and 19 feet later, the wall would end right about here on this corner. So now up in the attic, there are two 16-inch high LVL laminated beams up there that support the ceiling load right here. So the ceiling load, I think this is 13 feet on one side, and over here is 15 feet. Merry Christmas. On this side, so there's another video out there that shows me with this ceiling open and replacing that space, that wall with an LVL. I had built two temporary walls flanking the original wall, tore out the original wall. I had a helper. Yeah, she's kind of nervous about this too. Replace that wall. Once I put the two temporary walls up, I could replace the remove the load-bearing wall, and then hang the LVL. Just a second, we'll go up in the attic and take a look at how that actually worked out. Now we're up in the attic. So you can see the two LVLs laminated together. Not a lot of light up here, and you guys, if you're watching the rest of my videos, you'll see I'm not so much on production value. This end of the LVL is sitting right over the 2x4 wall that I was talking about down below. It's a pack of 3 2x4s together, and down below that is the thing you dig a footing in the basement. This was all computed by a structural engineer who was hired for this purpose. These, each of these ceiling joists are hung with a joist hanger. You'll see them on this side. That was all specified by the engineer. So it was a matter of cutting out the existing overlapping ceiling joists that were sitting over the original wall, similar to this. They look like that. And cutting out the overlap and putting the joist hangers in, nailing the joist hanger to the LVL. And that was basically it. That is that other video you'll see. I did use a palm nailer. That was invaluable to get all those Simpson brackets nailed in with all their nails. But there's 19 feet of LVL beam. You can see I probably need to fix up my insulation on that joint right there. Probably should do that. This was all code inspected, believe it or not. Even with all this wiring kind of hanging around here. And then there was a shorter one, a 9-inch one down there in the attic too. That goes over my kitchen. So that's a 9-inch high. This one is a 16-inch high. The assembly is the same. Let's walk down to this end of it. I think you can see a little bit more how it's sitting on the stud pack that forms the column. So here you'll see on this one, I did have to put some strapping in so that it can't lift off if there are high winds, some sort of hurricane kind of thing. So there are some straps in there holding it on to the 3 2x4 pack. This side is actually a 3 2x6 because it's also holding this 9-inch high LVL on this side and the 16-inch high on this side. So that's basically all there is to it. I got to tell you, somebody had just written me a comment and said, I wish I could see it after. There's just not that much to show. Flat drywall down below and a bunch of lights. And up here, there's joist hangers on every joist. And the LVL. If you have questions about how I did it, any intricate specifics that I did, it wasn't a genius move by any stretch to put it up. Some of it was hard work for sure. Cutting out the overlapping joists here was hard work. On this side, because this wall used to offset over this way, I actually had to replace the joist, which was a royal pain to take out all these joists because they were too short, and I didn't want to overlap them and join them because that's not code and it's not cool. So the old ones are still sitting here, but they're not doing anything. These do go all the way out to the eaves, and the old one I just left in, but I sistered on these other ones. So yeah, it's hard work, but nothing in here is complicated. Nothing in this whole deal up. Ugh, the stuff in the attic. Nothing up here is complicated. So I wish I knew something else I could show you that you would get a better understanding of how to do it. Happy to answer questions if you've got them. Thanks for watching.